throat chakra video Asana yoga class. So we are continuing on with the chakra series, and this is the 5th chakra that we are focusing on tonight, the throat chakra. And if you recall from the previous classes, we have done the root chakra, the base chakra, the red chakra, moving up to the orange chakra, the pelvic chakra or the sacral chakra, and then the solar plexus, the yellow or golden chakra, and then we came to the beautiful balanced heart chakra, which was the green and the pink chakra. So now we're moving up into the higher spiritual realm chakras, and we're moving into the blue chakra, which is the throat center, blue being the color vibration that goes with the throat chakra or Vishuddha chakra. So with the throat chakra, we're working up to, we've gone all the way up from the base up to this level here on the human body, the anatomy. So we're working on the energies centered around the neck, obviously the throat, as it's called the throat chakra, and it includes all of the communication areas of the human body. So we're talking about the throat, pharynx, the larynx, the mouth, the lips, the teeth, the tongue. Then we're also talking, moving up to the inner ear, the ear, hearing, because communication is both listening as well as talking, or we are receiving as well as giving. So it has those elements as well. So on the anatomical level, all of those areas, the cervical spine, this part of the neck, and also the salivary glands, the parotid glands, and also the parathyroid and the thyroid glands. All of these areas are governed by throat chakra vibrational energy. On the more emotional and mental and spiritual level, we're talking about speaking your truth, and we're talking about speaking it from a higher level rather than the ego level. So we are speaking our truth with genuine compassion, humility, but we're also doing it with strength, commitment, and also we're doing it creatively, using both the heart chakra as well as the intuitive inner wisdom and the higher chakra as we go up into the third eye center. So all of these elements are governed by the throat center. For the Asana class that we're doing tonight, we're going to be doing some practices that particularly work on strengthening and creating flexibility in the throat and the neck area. And then on the cervical spine as well. And then there is a complementary meditation practice that you can do either directly after this class, or you can do it at some other time. We're going to be working for the meditation class on the element of sound, sound being sound vibration, the passage of air through a tunnel such as like the throat. And so I'm going to be introducing you to the seed mantra for the throat chakra, which is hum, and we're going to be doing some mantra japa meditation with that seed mantra. But this particular class we're doing at this point in time is the asana, or the exercise part of the practice. So starting off, we're going to just start from the standing position, doing a few little gentle loosening movements, and also a breathing practice, working particularly on strengthening the throat. And then we'll move directly down onto the mat where we do a little bit more of the more challenging or intense Asana movements. So starting with the little loosening up, so we're going to be just loosening up first of all with a little swing, and then we're going to particularly focus on some gentle loosening up for the neck area. So starting with the shoulders coming up towards your ears, you're going to keep them up there and very slowly and gently rotating your head. So this is just a nice, gentle, slow movement to start to bring energy to the neck and the muscles and the spine and the nerves in the neck, and then reversing direction. And then bring your head back to the center, relax your shoulders, and just standing well in mountain posture for these movements. So some sideways movements for the neck first. So just slowly turning your head towards your right, just as far as you can. And then breathing in, back to center, and then exhaling, slowly turning to your left, just as far as you can. Breathing in, back to center, so one more round of those. Exhale to your right again. Inhale, back to center, exhaling to your left. And then inhale, back to center. Now some head tilting, so on your exhalation, we're moving the head, just bringing the head down towards the right shoulder. You're only going as far as you can comfortably go. Inhaling back to center, and then exhaling, tilting your head towards the left side. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhaling back to center, so one more each way. Exhaling, tilting head towards the right. Inhale back to center, and then exhaling, tilting your head towards the left. Just again, relax the shoulders. Breathing in, coming back to center, and then clasping your hands on top of your head. So these ones are going to do the looking up, looking down movements. Breathing in, slowly taking your gaze up and pressing your head into your hands, drawing the elbows back a little. Exhaling, coming back, and then down with chin toward the chest. Just holding there. Inhaling, slowly return, so slowly taking the head up again, and elbows back. Exhale, bring your head back to center and then down, bring your chin toward the chest. And then inhaling, coming back to center, just relax the arms, give the shoulders a little bit of a roll and reverse. And now we're just going to do some loosening up for the rest of the spine, but the spinal movements, they do have elements that also gently encourage movement in the neck as well. So just standing with feet hip width apart, spreading toes, bottom and tummy tucked in gently, and shoulders relaxing back and down. Placing your hands on your thighs, breathing deeply, and then on your exhalation, so we're going over the right side slowly and keeping the left shoulder pointing up. Breathing in, coming up slowly, so nice, smooth, slow movement, and then exhaling, going to your left, sliding the hand down, and hold, and then inhaling, slowly coming back to the center position, stepping the feet a little bit wider apart, turning your palms out, breathe in deeply, so bringing the arms up with palms together, and then exhaling, moving to the right again, so it's just a little bit of a stronger movement. Breathing in, coming up slowly, using the core, and then exhaling as we go to the left side. just as far as you can. Inhaling and coming back up slowly. Exhale, lower your arms down, and then bringing your feet back so they're hip width apart once again. Clasping your elbows. So this time we're going to do some gentle twists. Breathing deeply, exhaling, slowly turning to the right. Upper body is mainly doing the movement, and you stretch the arms back a little bit further. Breathing in, coming back around to the front. Exhaling, turning slowly around to your left and stretching the arms back. Breathing in, coming back to the center. So one more each way. Exhaling, turning to the right again, stretching arms back. Breathing in, coming back around to the front, and then exhaling, turning to the left, stretching arms back. Breathing in and slowly coming back to center. Bring your arms down and resting the hands on top of the thighs. So finally, to complete our spinal movements, we're going to do some gentle forward bends, gentle back bends. There's a little bit of an element of neck, gentle neck stretching when we particularly do the back bend, but you just need to be careful. If you do have any neck issues, remember, don't take your head all the way back, you're just looking forward. So we're breathing deeply on your exhalation, slowly coming down, so it's gradual descent, and the head is coming down slowly. And you just go down as far as you can, relaxing the arms and shoulders, lifting the buttocks a little bit more, taking some relaxed deep breaths. And then inhaling, slowly coming up, uncurling the spine, gently and slowly, back to upright, and then placing your hands on the lower back area, bend your knees, tuck your tailbone forward, pelvis forward a little bit more, and then breathing in. So we're going to raise the right arm slowly. So if your neck is okay, to give it a little bit of a stretch as well, we're slowly taking upper body and head back. Otherwise, you just keep your head forward if you feel a little strong on the neck. Exhale, come back up slowly, head back to center, bringing the arm down, hands on the thighs. So another deep breath in, exhaling, coming down again into that forward bending position. So nice and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, just hanging in a relaxed way, arms and shoulders loose, lifting the buttocks a little bit more. Breathing in, coming up slowly, sliding the hands up. If you need to, you can bend your knees a little. Don't have to have them completely straight. Bringing the hands to the lower back, bend your knees, tuck the tailbone forward, so pelvis is forward, raising the left arm slowly. And again, if your neck's okay and you want to give it a little bit of a stretch, start to look up, arching back and taking the head back a little as well. Exhaling, come up slowly, and then slowly lower the arm and just give the shoulders another little roll, reverse, and hands on the waist and gently rotating your bottom around and reverse the direction. Coming back to center. So we're just going to do a little bit of foot exercising to finish off with. So a little bit of also foot reflexology, which is good for massaging the points that stimulate the different chakras as well. So we're bending the knees. We're going to roll the top of the left foot forward and over if you can, and then give it a nice little stretch. So we're coming up to that sort of area in particular in foot reflexology that equates to the neck area, coming up to the toes, and then come on to the ball of the foot. And again, that area when we press down, we're stimulating into the neck area, rotating and then reverse. And then lifting your foot up, give it a little bit of a shake, press the heel, give it a squeeze. So heel, we're stimulating the root or base chakra when we do that. And then coming back, and we'll do the other side, so bending the knees and then rolling the top of the right foot over. Just try and get it as far over as you can so you can stretch up around those toes, the bottom part of the toes, and then coming onto the ball of the foot, press and rotating into the ankle, pressing into the ball of the foot, rotate the other way, and then just give the foot a little shake and pressing the heel once again, getting that little stimulation to the root chakra as well. And then coming back, bring your knees together, bend them slightly, hands just above the knees, rotating slowly around, just loosening your knees, reverse the direction, forwards and backwards, and side to side, back to centre, press the knees back, just coming up nice and slowly, relax the shoulders, have a little swing. So to finish off the standing part of this class is we're going to be doing a pranayama practice that's particularly good for the throat area as we're working on the throat chakra. And this is called the ha breath. Ha. Ha is the sound of the throat chakra. Ha. You can hear that it's actually stimulating into the throat center. And with this breath, it's a vigorous cleansing breath. It's going to help to release mucus. If you have mucus around the throat, the pharynx, the larynx, in that area. It's also a very strengthening practice for the throat. So it's a good one if you're a public speaker, or we're going to make a speech, you're talking a lot, you're a singer, any of these things, it helps to really strengthen the vocal cords and all of the elements of the throat. So the practice, we're going to actually do 3 rounds, and we're going to have our knees a little bit bent with the feet about hip width apart. And as I said, this is a vigorous, it's a loud breath as well. And I'll show you how it works, and then we'll do 3 together. So I'm going to do 1 first, and then we'll do 3 together. So we're going to take the arms out, and we're going to bend the knees a little. We take a deep breath in. Ha! So we pull the hands back towards the body. As you do that, you say the sound ha, coming right into that throat area, and you're also drawing the belly back as well, so you're getting good solar plexus stimulation as well. The important thing though is to really do that nice loud ha sound, so we're getting that stimulation into the throat. We're moving any mucus away from the throat as well. So we'll do 3 rounds together, just follow along with me. So start again, bending the knees a little, bringing the arms forward. Take a deep breath in. Ha! Another deep breath in. Ha! 1 more deep breath in. Ha! Very good. So just have a little release, a little bit of a shake, and then just a gentle swing. So as I said, not too many practices for the standing part of the class tonight. We're going to be focusing a lot of our Asana practices when we're sitting down and lying down. So please, if you want to have a little break, maybe have a little sip of water just to loosen up the throat again, and then come back and join me for the sitting part of the class, please. So here we are back again to do the seated part of our throat chakra Asana class. So we're going to start off with some movements doing the cat-cow and a few variations that work not just the neck area but also lots of different areas of the spine and also the legs. But particularly the movements that we're going to be doing with our head are going to also be nice stretches for the neck. So coming into the cat posture on your hands and knees on your yoga mat. So your hands are going to be hip width apart and your knees will be also hip width apart as well, so they're in line with your hands. So we're going to be working this side first, and so it's the right side we're going to work first, starting with the pelvic rocking movement first. So breathing in, taking your head slowly up, the belly down and the bottom up. And this one you'll work the neck a little bit, just be careful, don't overwork though. And then on your exhalation, reversing, so your head is coming down, arching the spine up, drawing the belly upwards and pulling the pelvic floor up as well. And then we're going to bring the right knee towards the forehead and the forehead towards the knee. So squeezing into the belly, breathing in, slowly taking the right leg back. It's nice and straight and hips are level at this stage and your neck should be in line with your spine here. Just holding that stretch for a breath in and out. So now gently turning your head to the right, so you're going to look towards your right shoulder, bend your right knee and bring the right knee in towards your head, and you're looking at that knee, flexing the right foot, and then if you can, lifting the knee up a little bit higher so that we've got the foot lower than the knee. Breathing in, slowly stretching the leg back, returning back to hips level, neck in line with the spine. And then slowly bending the elbows, bringing your forearms to the floor, bring your forehead to the floor, and then really stretching up the right leg as far as you can. Just holding that there, so working the glutes nice and strongly. Breathing in, lifting your head, and then slowly straighten the arms and lower the right foot to the floor. Stretch out the right leg, looking forward, and again, for this one, neck in line with the spine. Exhale, bend the right knee, bringing the knee towards the forehead, forehead towards the knee. Breathing in, taking the knee back onto the floor. Having a little rest now, coming into the stretched pose of the child. So you just take your bottom back towards your heels, just as far as your knees will allow you. Lowering upper body towards the floor. For those who can, extending the arms if you're finding that's a little bit strong. Alternatively, place one fist on top of the other and we're just resting the forehead on the top fist, closing the eyes. Just taking some relaxed breaths in and out. And then breathing in, coming up slowly, just gently uncurling the spine. You can either kneel up or sit back on your heels if your knees allow you to do that. Relax the shoulders back and down. And then we're going to repeat those movements on the other side. So coming back into the cat posture. So we've got hands under shoulders, shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart in line with the hands. And starting with our pelvic rocking movement. Inhaling, bring your head up, belly down, bottom up. and relax the pelvic floor. So it's a little mixed stretch, lovely little long back stretch as well. Exhaling, reversing, so head goes down, arch up the spine, draw the belly up, pull the pelvic floor muscles up, and then left knee is coming in towards your forehead, forehead towards the knee. Breathing in, slowly stretching the left leg back, so just bringing it up nice and parallel to the ground. Hips should be level, just holding that for a couple of breaths in and out. And then turning to your left, so you're going to look over the left shoulder, bending the left knee, so we bring the left knee in towards the head, flexing the left foot, and then lifting the knee up a bit, so it's hip strengthening one. So we're trying to get the knee higher than the foot if possible. Breathing in, coming back to the middle, stretching the leg back out again, looking forward, hips level again. Exhaling, lower the forearms, bring your forehead to the floor and stretching the left leg up high as you can. Stretching, stretching, holding it there. Breathing in, lifting your head, and then straighten the arms. Bringing the left leg down, so we want to get that left foot to the floor, stretching the left leg out, looking forward. Exhale, bend the left knee, bringing it back towards the forehead, and then inhale, bringing the knee back to the ground. Coming back slowly into that stretched pose of the child position, or if you want to this time, coming into pose of the child with the arms back beside the thighs, or again you've got your fist position if that's more comfortable for you. Close your eyes, just relax, breathing some nice, deep, relaxed breaths. And then inhaling, uncurl the spine. Once again, come up slowly, sitting back on the heels or kneeling up for those whose knees are not so good. Relax the shoulders and then coming back to sit on your bottom and gently release the legs out. Just give them a good shake. Bend your knees, pat the thighs, pat the inner thighs, a little rub to the knees, and then leaning back, relax, and flopping knees and feet in and out. And then just doing a little rocking side to side. And then coming back to the center and coming and sitting in a comfortable seated position. So we are going to now do what's called in Sanskrit the Gardasana series, which is the neck series. Now we did a little bit of loosening up of the neck in the standing work we did. We've got to go a little bit further. These are a little bit stronger, a little bit slower, these movements for our neck. So first of all, make sure that you are sitting comfortably. You don't have to sit cross-legged. You can sit on your heels. You can even do these on a chair if you want to. Importantly, we need to have a nice straight spine, and you need to be able to sit comfortably for about 5-6 minutes maybe, because this one we're doing these movements quite slowly. All right, so the first position that we're going to do is a tilting position. So if you place your right palm down on the floor beside you and then turn your left palm to face upwards. Inhaling, bringing your left arm up, take it over your head, clasp your ear, and then pressing your head firmly towards that left side, nice and firmly, and then you're going to bring your right arm around the back of the waist. Just hold around the waist somewhere there, so we're locking that right shoulder down. Release the head a little so we can slowly turn the head to look down, and eventually I want you to look towards your underarm. Once you can see your underarm, firm the pressure up on your head again. Just holding that pressure. Feel that stretch down through the side of that right side. And then just again release the pressure so you can turn your head slowly back to look forward. Once again, we're firming that pressure up again. So the idea is to get that nice strong stretch. Release the right arm and then releasing your head, bring your head back up slowly to center. Stretch the left arm, exhale, bringing that left palm to the floor, and then turn the right palm up. Inhale deeply, raising the right arm, fold it over, clasp the left ear, firmly pressing ahead. So just do it slowly so you give your neck a chance to just gently release. Bring the left arm back behind you. Just hold the stretch. Loosen up the pressure so that you can slowly turn your head to look down, looking towards your underarm. Firm the pressure up now. Just adjust your hand to where you feel you're getting the loveliest stretch to the neck, side and back of the neck. It'll go into the shoulder, into the traps a little bit as well. Release again, slowly turning your head to look forward. Once again, just firm that pressure up a little bit more. Release the left arm, release the head so you can bring your head up slowly. Stretch up, exhale, bring the arm down. Hands resting on your legs, just a little bit of shoulder shrugging. And alternately roll your shoulders. Relax the shoulders back and down. So now we're going to do an alignment movement for the neck. So this is just giving your neck a little bit of a stretch forward and back, and it helps to align your head in the center. So it trains you to sort of not stick your head out and get that really strong curvature of the neck. We want to keep that chin tucked down. So we're sort of going backwards and forwards in this one to eventually get that nice balance point. So index finger, placing it on the chin, keep your chin parallel to the ground, and then you're just going to press the chin back. So as if you're trying to really straighten the back of the neck as much as you can. Release, and then stick the chin forward again. Then place the index finger back on the chin and press back as far as you can. And then one more time, bringing the neck forward, so we're sort of deliberately over-emphasizing that curve. And then index finger on the chin, press the chin right back as far as you can. And then just relax the chin into a sort of middle position. So we've got just that very gentle curve to the neck. It's supposed to have a little gentle curve, but not an over exaggerated curve, and also not right back as well. So we want it just relaxing in that center point. So from there, we're going to keep the chin parallel to the ground. We're going to do some sideways movements. With these, remember to keep your shoulders still. So we don't want to move the shoulders, it's just a neck movement. Relax the shoulders back and down. Breathing deeply. On your exhalation, slowly turn your head to your right. It's just nice and slowly turning as far as you can to look over the right shoulder. Remember, don't move your shoulders, they stay as they are. Bringing the left index finger and middle finger onto your left cheek. Give it a firm press. So you'll notice you go a little bit further with that neck turn. Bring the hand down, and then one more attempt to sort of just take the head a little bit further towards that right side. And then breathing in, slowly return. So keeping the chin parallel to the ground, keeping the shoulders nice and still. Exhaling, slowly turning your head, this time to the left. And eventually looking over the left shoulder. Bringing index finger and middle finger of the right hand to the right cheek. Press firmly. Feel that little extra movement, a little more stretch to the left side of the neck. Hand comes down. Have one more go, see if you can go a little bit further with that head turn. Hold. And then breathing in, slowly bring your head back around to the center. Chin tucked back a little, so we've got that parallel to the ground position. A bit of shrugging of the shoulders once again. And alternately roll the shoulders and reverse. Now we're going to do a little, this has got a little bit of a breathing practice with it as well. And it's a practice that is called in Sanskrit the Jalandhara Bandha. Jalandhara Bandha. It's one of the bandhas, or the holds, or the locks. And we're going to be locking our chin down into our throat. And this is actually doing some massaging while you've got that chin locked down towards your throat. Massaging the throat center, the thyroid, the parathyroid glands, and brings energy and vigor into the throat center when we do this. Now it's another one of these ones where I just need to show you once how to do it. So you're going to look and watch and see how we do the practice. And then we're going to do 5 rounds together. But the first round that I'm doing is just one for you to watch, because you need to know what you're doing before you do the practice with me. So we're going to have our shoulders in the nice relaxed position again. So again, it's a little breathing practice. We're going to be breathing in and out through the nose if possible with this one. So it's a deep breath in first through the nose. Hold the breath in and gently, slowly taking your chin down to rest in the notch between your collarbone. You can feel that lovely stretch to the back of the neck, as well as massaging to the front of the neck. You shouldn't be talking, I'm just talking because I've got to explain it to you, but you're holding the breath in, and then inhale very slowly. Bring your head back up and chin back to parallel to the ground position. So that's the Jalandhara Bandha. So I'm going to be doing it without all the talking, and we're going to be doing it together, and we'll be doing 5 rounds. If you have heart issues or breathing issues and you don't feel comfortable holding your breath in, because we're holding the breath in for around about the count of 5. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, just release that holding of the breath. Breathe in and out if you need to. It's always best to follow the body's directions. Don't cause strain or cause yourself to feel like you're getting dizzy or you're going to pass out. We don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's start together. Taking a deep, slow breath in. Hold the breath in. Exhale slowly as you bring your head up, and you're exhaling through the nose, coming back to upright position. So that was 1 round of the Jalandhara Bandha. So we're going to do another 4 rounds, and we'll just do them one after the other now. So deep breath in. And then that's our 5 rounds. So just breathe in and out at your normal, relaxed pace. And just do a little bit of a massage around the neck and the throat area and the back of the neck. Massage is always really good for the neck and the throat chakra as well. Good. Now, just a little bit of a counter pose to what we just did, because we're doing that tight holding, locking position, stimulating that area. So we're going to do a little bit of an opening up one. So this one, I just want you to slowly take your head up, chin up, as long as it's not uncomfortable for you. So we're really opening up now. And then with our hands, we're just going to simply sweep up, sweep up. So it's also nice massage for the skin there as well. And then relax, bring your chin back to parallel to the ground, tucking the head in. And once again, just a little roll of the shoulders and reverse. Relax them back. And then gently release and stretch your legs out. Give your legs a good shake. And then just for a little bit of invigorating and strengthening, we'll do a little tabletop. This one's also got an element of neck exercise as well with it. So you're going to do sideways on the mat, feet hip width apart, bringing your hands behind you, breathing in, lifting the thighs up, and if you can, tightening the buttocks, coming into parallel to the ground position. Now it's always good to just look forward when you're in this position, and we're doing a little bit of a forwards and backwards movement, so just try and look forward rather than looking at the screen now. And then coming back to the centre. Only for the people who have really strong necks, don't have any issues, we're going to very slowly take the head back. So again, it's opening up that neck area again. And then exhaling very slowly, bringing the head back to the centre, and a little bit of a rock again. And to centre, and then lower the legs, lower the bottom down, and then come and sit comfortably once again, and just a little more of the shoulders. And release the other way, bend your elbows, and rotate the wrists, because that one's a little bit strong on the wrists as well. And squeeze in and out, a little shake of the hands. So that concludes the sitting part of this throat chakra Asana class. So the next session, we're going to be doing the lying down part of the class. Now, I do have to forewarn you that the lying down part of the class is the strongest part of the class tonight. And we're going to be working on 2 very powerful inverted postures. We're going to be doing the plow posture and the shoulder stand posture. So these postures will work your neck, stimulating the thyroid, the parathyroid glands, and they do stretch the neck quite strongly, the cervical part of the neck. So if there are people doing this class who do have neck issues, medical issues with their neck, it's not recommended to do the full plow or the full shoulder stand. I will give you a little gentler version that you can do, and the people with neck problems can do the gentler version. And also anybody who has heart problems, high blood pressure or glaucoma, you should also do the gentler versions, and I'll let you know what they are when we get to that point. And also for pregnant ladies, these 2 postures that we're going to be doing are really too strong for, unless you're very experienced at yoga and you're not past your first trimester. please don't do it if you are past your first trimester for pregnancy. So it's quite a strong session for our lying down session tonight. Have a little break if you want to. Again, have a little sip of water and then come back and join me for the final part of this class. So here we are back to do the final session of this throat chakra Asana class. So for the postures that we're going to be doing, as I said, they're quite strong inverted postures, and you need to take them carefully, especially if you're not experienced at yoga. And I will show you some gentle versions that you can do if you are not going to do the full positions. Now, a lot of people may choose also to have a nice little flat cushion under their head, just as a little bit of a neck support. That can also be quite comfortable. So if you haven't got that, just go and collect a little cushion for yourself, and then I'll show you how we can start off. So we start off with a little bit of preparatory work. Then we're going to be doing the plow posture, halasana, and the shoulder stand, sarvangastan. So beginning with bringing your feet down to the end of your mat, bringing your hands onto your thighs, breathe in deeply, exhale, tucking chin toward the chest, draw the belly in, pull the pelvic floor muscles up and peel slowly down. If you need to bring your arms down for support onto the floor, then you do that if you need to. So once you get down with the shoulders to the floor, adjusting, if you do have that little cushion, adjust it so that it is comfortably supporting the head and the neck. And then release, stretch your legs out, give them a nice little shake. Take a deep breath in, raising arms up over your head, arch and lift the rib cage and have a lovely stretch. Exhaling, bring your arms down and then bending the knees, tuck the tailbone under, draw your knees towards you, hugging your arms over the top, or you can do underneath the knees if you want to. Just nice little squeeze. And then rotating knees around. Just preparing. The plow posture is quite a strong one for the whole of the spine. So just be aware, if you do have any spinal issues, go very carefully, perhaps only do the gentle versions of this one. Rotating in the other direction, back to center, and then the gentle happy baby rocking side to side. And coming back to center, feet on the floor, a little away from you, arms out to shoulder height, palms on the floor, so very gentle spinal twist. Breathe in deeply, exhaling, taking your knees to the right and your head gently relaxing to the left. Just stay there for a couple of breaths in and out. Breathing in, coming back to center, and then exhaling, knees going to the left and the head to the right. And again, just relaxed. Close your eyes. Couple of deep breaths. Inhale, back to center, and then bring your arms down beside you. So now we are going to do the plow posture, and this one we're going to start by tucking the tailbone forward and under again. We're going to start with our feet on the floor for this one, and I'm going to actually show you the gentle movements that you can do if you're not going to do the full plow posture. So we're going to bring the knees up toward the chest and then bring the legs up, stretching them out, flexing the feet.
So if you're not going to do the full plow posture, you're going to just keep your legs vertical, and you're going to go through the movements. We'll be doing some leg movements in the plow posture, and a lot of the leg movements you can do just with the legs in this vertical position. And whenever you need to, you stop and rest, bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. So there'll be some leg positions like that which you can just do as well, and you can also do a version of the star posture with your legs in that position as well. And all of those movements are really good for just resting the circulation, toning of the legs. You're not going to be getting as much of the stimulation of the neck. You can get a little bit of stimulation, but not as much. But it's better to be cautious than, to risk doing anything that you shouldn't be doing because you're not ready for it. So for the people who are going to be doing the plow posture, we're going to bring the hands onto the floor. If you want to just watch me doing all of these positions first so that you're aware of what you're going to be doing, and then rewind the video and then do them with me, because sometimes it helps when you sort of have in your mind what you're going to be doing, and then you can follow along a little bit more better. It's also not sort of turning your head towards the screen too much, because again, that's not really good for your neck. It's best to keep your head sort of centered and in line with your spine if you can. So the first thing we're going to do is get into this plow position. So you're going to place your hands on the floor, and you're going to press the hands down and lift the legs up, taking them over the head and rolling up as much as you can onto your shoulders. Tucking the shoulders under and then supporting up around the top of the hips. If you don't get your legs or your feet all the way down, you might get your feet to about that level, that's fine. Just work for as long as you can in that position. Come out of it slowly when you can. So we're shifting up onto the shoulders and bringing the hands together and stretching them out. You can really feel we want to keep the head nice and still now, because we're getting a lot of strong work into the neck. Lovely stretch for the whole of the spine. And then bringing the hands down, see if you can catch your toes or somewhere on your legs. And then we're going to open the legs. So the people doing the gentler version, remember you can do this leg opening version as well. And then bringing the hands together and try and keep the feet off the floor, and we're going to press the fingers toward the ceiling. Bringing the hands back and then coming back to the centre. And then the last thing in the plow that we're going to do is bringing the knees either side of the neck, of the ears, and just bringing the legs down as low as you can towards the floor. It's quite strong on the neck, so don't overdo it. It's also strong spinal stretch. And then coming back, straightening the legs. Now we're preparing for the shoulder stand. We're going to hold, again supporting the back, and then bend the knees, lifting the legs back up. So we're just coming into a sort of a semi-raised position. And then if you can, bringing the legs up to the vertical position. And you're right up on your shoulders with the elbows tucked in. So from here, there's a few leg movements we do. So bringing one foot to one knee, pressing it out, swapping over, and then back up to the shoulder stand. And then we can do this one where we open the legs. And again, if you're doing the gentle version, again, you can do that too. And then feet together, so a version of the star. Again, we're getting very strong massage into the neck, the thyroid, parathyroid glands, stretching up once again. And then coming out of it slowly, so very slowly lowering the legs over the head again. So we're going to come back into that plow posture, bringing the palms to the floor and press the hands into the floor and slowly peel down vertebrae by vertebrae. So try and do it really slowly with control. This lovely strengthening, massaging movement for the spine. And eventually we're joining our friends who have got the legs up, doing the gentler version. And then bending the knees and gently rolling the knees around and massaging into the lower back again. So we're just coming out of this nice and gently. Reverse the direction. Coming back to the center and then release and stretching the legs out onto the floor. Relax your arms. So I just want to do a couple of things for the neck. So first of all, roll your head slowly from side to side. And do that several times because we have done strong work on the neck. And then bring your head back to the center. Now, because we've done that very strong sort of like lock position, it's another version of the Jalandhara Bandha, we want to counterpose that with the opening up version. And a really good posture is actually the fish posture. We're going to do a very basic fish posture. So you're going to bring your hands onto the floor, dig your elbows into the floor, and we want to just bring those hands underneath the buttocks with the forearms on the floor. And then feet together, so it's just the very basic fish posture. Slowly taking your head back very carefully and then bringing the top of your head to rest on the cushion or on the floor. And you're just feeling that lovely opening up of the neck. Feeling the chin, stretching right up to the chin, just keeping the neck nice and centered. And then very carefully, slowly bring your head up and lower back down, the head back onto the cushion, stretching the neck out, and then feet together, tuck the tailbone under, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze tightly, placing hands on the knees again, and then gently roll from side to side. And then we're going to finish off with another just nice spinal twist, which is good to finish off with after the plow and the shoulder stand. So bringing arms out to shoulder height position. Keep your knees nice and squeezed toward the chest. Breathing deeply. Exhaling, take your knees up to the right and underneath that right arm. Placing right hand on the top knee, hold it down. Slowly, gently turn your head to the left. And if you can, pressing the left shoulder down as close to the floor as you can. Just holding that for a couple of relaxed, deep breaths. Release. Breathing in. Bring the knees and head back to center. And then exhale, taking knees up and over to the left. Under the left arm if you can. Place your left hand on the top knee, holding it down, roll your head gently to the right, pressing right shoulder down if you can. These ones are also massaging into the belly area with the shoulders. Obviously we are getting a little bit of a neck stretch as well. Don't make it a very strong neck stretch though. The main element is this shoulders and spinal stretch. Release, come back up slowly to center and then rotating slowly and reverse. Back to center. Place the feet on the floor well away from the body. We're going to come up in this little rolling up method, working the core. Remember, if you can't get up all the way, don't jerk yourself up. Just have a little go a couple of times, see how far you get. Roll back down, roll over to your side and come up slowly that way. That's if you're finding that you're not quite ready to get yourself all the way up. So we're going to be protecting the neck by tucking the chin toward the chest when we do this too. Your hands are on your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, use your core, lifting the head and shoulders. Tuck the chin toward the chest. Just holding that for a breath in and out. Breathing in, see if we can come up a little bit more. Hold. Breathing in, coming up a little bit more. Try and keep the feet on the floor too. And then coming up all the way, or roll down. Have another go at coming up slowly. If you can't come up all the way, don't worry. Sometimes it really does take a bit of practice and strengthening that core to get that going. So once you've done a little bit of a practice at it, roll over to your side and come back. Come up that way. Little shake of the legs. And so that actually concludes our yoga asana class tonight for the throat chakra, Vishuddha chakra. And I hope you've enjoyed this class. And please, if you would like to do a meditation practice for the throat chakra, do the complementary practice that I have, which is called the Bija mantra for the throat chakra, Hum Japa Mana mantra practice. I do also have a little very short video which is the throat chakra altar visualization as well. So that's another one that you can do if you just want a very short little practice that helps you to work the throat chakra vibrational energy. So you can either do one of those practices now or at another date, another time, should you wish to do that. Meditation practices you can do at any time of day or night. They're particularly good to do before you go to bed as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this class, and when we come back we'll be moving up to the third eye, and we're really at the second last chakra when we get to the third eye or the brow chakra. Namaste everybody. Namaste everybody. Thank you very much for viewing this video all the way to the very end, and I do hope that you've enjoyed it and that you derive lots of benefit from it. I'd like to just take this opportunity to ask you, if you haven't already done so, to become a subscriber to JD Healing Vibes. It's free, and all you need to do is press the icon which is now located within the video. It's on the lower right hand corner, and if you just press that button you will become an immediate subscriber, and you will get automatic notifications whenever I publish a new yoga or meditation video.
greatly appreciate it, and I do hope you continue to come back and enjoy wonderful yoga and meditation videos. Namaste.